In our TV Pilot Advertiser project, we were given a brief to create a new idea for a sitcom drama for TV and produce an advertisement campaign to promote our idea. We came up with posters and advert, things like teaser clips. We had to find a cast. The way we have decided on doing that is kind of going around college so we know that they're available, and printing off some flyers, some leaflets explaining what we're doing, why we're doing it, why we need you, and we thought this was a very effective way of doing it. So rather than having someone else choose who would suit our drama best, we could look for the characters that we felt looked the part and call them in for some kind of audition where we could take some photos and maybe get an idea of what their personality's like, to see if they do fit the role that we're looking for. And we've had to find contingency for that as well, as backups in case our first choices can't make it. We researched into codes and conventions. For a sitcom, we found it's very everyday life, like it explains real situations, it shows real situations and real people, what you would find in everyday life. And sitcoms are usually resolved by the end as well. They're like a situational comedy, and are usually resolved by the end, very much like dramas, which are very serious, fictionalised, usually scripted, and they have subgenres like crime, and for an example for a crime drama would be Sherlock Holmes. Sci-fi could be Doctor Who. A comedy drama could be Friends. Soaps could be EastEnders. Going back to how they would be resolved by the end, there's, at the beginning, they usually follow a narrative and last for about an hour. They start off kind of peaceful, everyone's kind of happy, nothing really is happening. Then the situation hits, the disaster, I guess you could call it. In, say, a crime drama, for example, you could have everyone kind of happy and then someone gets murdered. The murder would be the thing that makes everything go wrong, the kind of the main storyline, the point to the programme. And at the end, when everything gets resolved, in a crime drama, an example of that could be the detective or the police finding out and resolving what had happened, finding the murderer. After consulting with our client, we decided on doing a programme based around the model industry. We thought this was a good one because there are a lot of stereotypes for this, and we didn't want to follow those stereotypes. We wanted to show what was happening behind the stereotypes of being good looking, of having money, of having fame. We wanted to show eating disorders and weight issues. We wanted to show the audience a darker side of being in the model industry. We also thought that this would appeal to the demographic of what the client is aiming for, what the client's aiming to attract, which is 16 to 35-year-olds. We named our drama Mannequins. We thought this was a massive stereotype thing. It had many stereotypes coming off of it, like mannequins are fake, Mannequins are very skinny, mannequins are plastic, and we drew up a spider diagram listing all of the stereotypes that could come off of mannequins. For promotion techniques to launch our campaign, we again thought about doing teaser clips. We're doing an advert, posters are on their way, photo shoots will lead to those, which we've already started. Other than what's on screen and what the audience will see, like posters and teaser clips, we've had to deal with legal issues. A main one being copyright, meaning we're not being able to use brands in our adverts without consulting or asking the people that own that brand. We're having to do location recces to make sure it's safe, preventing any hazards, and if there are any hazards, then fixing them, finding a way of working around them so no one gets hurt during any of the pre-production or production stages. I think during this project we've had to deal with ethical issues as well, making sure race isn't being I can't think of the word. Just making sure we're not being offensive to anyone, age, gender, race, anything within those boundaries. And finally, I think I've learned quite a lot from this pre-production project, not only as like legal issues, not only as the actual project, but kind of in myself. I feel that I've managed to kind of get a bit more confidence, being able to put ideas forward, which I couldn't really do before. I didn't really have the confidence to say, oh, I think this would look good. So I think I've kind of managed to build a little bit more confidence on that front, and I've become a lot more aware of how much there are, like how much there is to do to just make a 60-minute programme that we kind of take for granted when we think about how many people are behind that, how many people are making that happen, from actors to cameramen to photographers to editors. It's all kind of, I've become aware of it all. I think that's it. I think. Yeah. Okay, thank you.